overthinking. I think we need more thinking.
The Nuggets are fully healthy. It's been since November 12th that we've heard those words. Man, this has been a grueling season. This has really been just a off the normal kind of path season.
Let's try to get healthy. Let's stay together. And if we can do that, we put ourselves in a good situation.
And over the shoulder, no looker.
How's it going, everyone, and welcome. I'm CS Chandler, here for another take of Nuggets basketball. So we are back at it, everyone. We had a day off. Now we're back at it, and the Nuggets looking to string another win together off of the win against Toronto. If you remember, they faced Toronto on Friday, and basically you kind of swapped the name of the team, but they same red jerseys, different team, essentially. So Nuggets took on the Portland Trailblazers tonight in a dreaded matinee. These dang matinees, and they always get the Nuggets. They always get the best of the Nuggets. But however, the injury report would be a little bit of a highlight tonight, or today. So weird that we're not doing it at night. I'm so used to night. So today, Peyton Watson was listed as questionable, and he would play. P-Watt is back, everyone. Let's go. The Nuggets are fully healthy. It's been since November 12th that we've heard those words. Man, this has been a grueling season. This has really been just a off the normal kind of path season. And so our starting lineup for today, Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets were playing once again in those Mile High City jerseys. Man, I think they need to continue to play on those things. They're a little bit of luck there. I mean, I was looking back at all the wins that they've had, and most of their wins with these jerseys on, like they came with these jerseys. Like I don't think maybe there was like one or two that we dropped wearing those jerseys, but most of them have been with those jerseys. And I know that's just kind of a superstitious kind of thing, but like, come on, they do play better. And there is something to say when you feel good in a jersey, you play good, more or less in a jersey. Those white jerseys and the blue jerseys are just so blah, Let them play more in the black city skyline jerseys and the blue city ones, man. The Blazers, like I said, were in their red jerseys, and the Nuggets won. Once again, that's what I'm talking about. Nuggets win. 128-112 is your final score. Let's go, Nuggets, man. Let's go. So what happened in this game? Well, let's break it down, The Nuggets win the tip, and Jamal immediately, with the mid-range, gets the Nuggets on the board with the first bucket of the game. Cam then follows it up with a 3 to get the Nuggets a 5-0 lead early on. Murray really set the tone in this game. I'm just going to say that. Him and Cam Johnson. At one point, the Nuggets were 100% efficient. Cam Johnson actually very efficient from 3 tonight. And pretty much from field as well. Murray kind of cooled off a little bit, but still very high efficient game for him. He also didn't... him and Jokic took the same amount of attempts tonight, which is really interesting. And so then Klingon responds with back-to-back threes. He was about as efficient as Cam was tonight, which was the unfortunate part of efficiency, is that the opponent can be just as efficient, and that was Klingon. And so he, back-to-back threes, makes it a 1-point game before Murray once again hits another 3, forces Portland to take the first time out of the game. Let's go. Murray then with another 3 gets the lead back to 5 for the Nuggets. It's a huge 3-point shooting fest at this point. Both sides making buckets. No one's guarding the perimeter, as it's just a trading threes. And then Advia ties the game up with a layup at 31. P. Watt checks in finally, the first time since January against the Knicks there. He checks in, and Jokic sinks a mid to give the Nuggets the lead. And then the Nuggets showing much better effort in this first quarter specifically. I just noticed there was a lot better effort. I mean, yes, there was more to be desired with the defense, but the offense, even in the offense, they were giving themselves a lot more chances with saving the ball when they were going out of bounds, or collecting the rebound and giving them a second chance point. Like the hustle that was in the offense tonight really showed just how dominant the offense is of this team. It's already been said enough through this season that the Nuggets have the best offense in the league. We started to sink within the last couple of games, but right here, it showed once again that we are the best offense of the entire league. That's better than OKC. That's better than the Lakers. Even with Luka on there, that's better than the Lakers. That's better than the Spurs with Wemby on there. That's better than the Celtics. Fully healthy Celtics. That's better than the Pistons. The Nuggets are the best offense in the league, and that is undisputable. I don't care who you are. The numbers show it. The media even says it. Despite how much the media hates the Nuggets, they still cannot deny the fact that this Nuggets team is the best offense in the league. The only thing about this team is that their defense is not up there. So with that, the Nuggets outscored the Blazers thanks to P-Watt with a last-second layup, 42-40. And then, because they back up a little bit, they did, again, a couple of sloppy plays allowed the Blazers to tie the game at 40, and so then it was down to P-Watt with that last buzzer-beater layup to get the Nuggets on ahead at the end of that quarter, 42-40. Second quarter, the Nuggets start off with a lineup of Brucey B, Tim Hardaway Jr., P-Watt. Really interesting choice, giving him enough minutes there and then starting the quarter. And before any haters show up of like, oh, well, P-Watt doesn't look good or whatever, you got to give him a little bit of grace right now. He is coming back. He is going to look rough. He's going to look a little rusty, and he did look rusty. There was quite a few floaters that, if you remember back in January, he would be making in his sleep. Today, he was a lot of air balls. Left it short, barely kissed the rim. Like, it was not good. But then at the other times, though, he did show up. So he started the second quarter. Spencer Jones and Murray, they went small ball. Big Val did not play at all once again in this game. Don't know what's going on in Adelman's mind here. He is continuing to have a second unit based off of small ball play, and I guess it's kind of working, but we'll see. We'll see when it comes to like a team like the Spurs or even Golden State or against OKC. We still have one more game against OKC, right? So we'll see how that turns up against them. But the Blazers with the ball starting off the quarter get the second chance dunk for the first bucket of the quarter. Brucey B gets a buzzer beater layup at the to get the Nuggets on the board, and that was something that was really interesting in this second quarter start, was that the Blazers, give them credit, they were playing some intense defense on the Nuggets. They were trapping them a lot, but credit to Brucey B, he fought through that without creating an offensive foul, managed to get the buzzer beater layup there. And then on the other side, Williams with a lay-in ties the game up at 46. Brucey B then with another buzzer beater layup, or actually this one was a floater, gets the Nuggets first to 50. And then Murray fouls Williams, who makes the bucket, goes to the line, and luckily misses the bucket. If he had made that free throw, we would have been tied at 51. He didn't. He missed it. And then on the then Scoot Henderson fouls Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner for not giving enough space on the landing, and anyone knows that's a foul. You have to give space for the shooter to land. And there's not like Tim Hardaway Jr. like jumping forward like SGA does, that dirty like move of jumping forward. He literally just jumped up and down, and Scoot walked into his space. And yet, I mean, if I'm Scoot Henderson and I see my team trying to take a challenge on that, I'm saying no, don't waste your challenge. But They went and they challenged it. It was obviously unsuccessful because, of course, it was a foul. Sends Tim Hardaway Jr. to the line, who sinks all 3 free throws to give the Nuggets a 6-point lead. Nuggets outscored the Blazers 33-29 in that second quarter and take a 75-69 lead into the half. Nuggets then start off the third quarter with their starters again, and the Blazers miss their first shot. On the other end, Nuggets turn the ball over. AG then with the back cut gets from Murray, gets the dunk and the first bucket of the quarter. Jokic then with the rebound off a missed Jamal 3, gets it to CB, who is fouled by Klingon, makes both to give the Nuggets an 11-point lead. And there was a lot of complaining from the Blazers today, a lot of complaining. Kamara was, chirping at the refs when he was literally fouling Jokic when defending him, and then you had Klingon complaining. I have a lot of respect for Klingon's play, but he is, I don't know. It's just these these newer, younger players who have been conditioned by the SGAs and the LeBrons of the world to complain every single foul. Even if they were the ones that would literally fouled them, they still opt into complaining, thinking that it's going to help. You got to stop the complaining. It just makes you look bad. It makes you look like a sore player. You got to keep on playing through. And I will say that exact same thing for Jokic. Jokic constantly chirps back at the refs. The only thing is, he actually has a place to be complaining because of the fact that he does a lot of the same plays that he gets no called for on the other side and then gets called for a foul. So there is actual reason for Jokic, not for someone like Klingon. Klingon's still a young buck. You got to freaking earn your credit to be able to do something like that. Still sends CB to the line. He makes both. And again, gives that 11-point lead for the Nuggets. And then Killicam sinks a 3 to get the Nuggets up by 14 and gives Jokic another triple-double. Let's go. CB then with 2 great plays. One with a steal and then a dunk, and then the other off an outlet pass from Jokic gets the layup, combined with a steal and a layup from Cam Johnson, gets the lead to 18. Man, the Nuggets were cooking on all cylinders at this third quarter here. Jokic then assists to Jamal by the floating jump shot, gets the Nuggets first to 100, and the Nuggets outscored the Blazers 32-24 in that third quarter. Fourth quarter, Nuggets start off with the lineup of Tim Hardaway Jr., Spencer Jones, P. Watt, Brucey B, and Murray once again. So same lineup as before for the second quarter. They're rocking with that one in the fourth as Tim Hardaway Jr. misses his shot, and on the other end, Holiday sinks a 3 for the first bucket of the quarter. Spencer then, you saw, as soon as they gave up a little bit of space for the Blazers, they immediately adjusted and locked right in. Spencer with a steal gets it to Jamal for the layup and gets the Nuggets on the board. And then he had another play after that, Jamal lobbing it up to Spencer for the dunk. Nuggets lead grows to 20 off of a Brucey B 3. Garbage then minutes start up at 2 minutes left in the game. Nuggets actually never make a single bucket in those garbage minutes, which is really unfortunate. And he also had a 1 point where Deron Holmes commits an offensive foul by pushing, I think it was Williams or something like that, and then persists to show how small he is, the too small thing, and he holds his hand down here, gets flagged up with a T for that gesture, which, I love it. We've been saying all season that Deron Holmes needs to be more aggressive. If that's how you're going to get aggressive, Deron Holmes, let's go. Do whatever you need to get locked into the games. Because I swear, if Deron Holmes is making a significant amount of rebounds and he's defending and blocking shots, we already know he has amazing offense. If he does all of that, you got a monster on your hands. I'm worried if I'm any other team facing Deron Holmes in that instance. So the Nuggets outscore the Blazers still. Even though they never made a single point in garbage minutes, they still outscored the Blazers 21-19, and they get their 4th straight home win. Let's go. Final score again, 128-113. 12. Let's go, Nuggets. Come on now. Show me something. The Nuggets are getting healthy at the clutch of the season. With no time left in this season, they are locking in and cleaning up the sloppiness. This game wasn't perfect by any means, but with P-Watt back in the lineup, it shows how versatile this team can be and is. Jamal set the tone early, which then was contagious for Cam Johnson, and all of a sudden, the offense looked like the best offense in the league once again. They still have a lot to clean up defensively, of course, but if they can hold on to this momentum, the Nuggets can make a very good case for third best in the West. It's time to lock in. Let's go, Nuggets. So let's look at the stats here real quick. So Cam Johnson played 27 minutes. He got 10 points tonight. Today. 19 points today, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. He was 7 for 10 from field. Let's go, 70%. 5 for 7 from 3, 71% there. Very highly efficient. 0 turnovers. We're back to 0 turnovers now with Cam Johnson. Kill a Cam, everyone. Kill a Cam. 1 personal foul was a plus 19. And he tied for the highest plus minus of any Nugget tonight with Jokic, who also had 19 there. Aaron Gordon, 28 minutes played tonight, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He was 4 for 7 from field, 2 for 4 from 3, 2 for 2 in free throws, 0 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, was a plus 15. Mr. Nugget, yeah, yes. And then Nikola Jokic, 35 minutes played, the most amount of minutes of any Nugget tonight. He actually had a much better game tonight. There was a point there where I was really getting worried with him because he kept on chucking up threes and bricking them. And I know there's a part there where you got to keep on shooting. At some point, though, too, like, yes, keep on shooting, but also try to make a point. Even if you make 2, drive to the rim. And Jokic is better in the post than he is on the perimeter. So I don't know why they kept on just leaving him out on an island on the perimeter there instead of actually getting him into the post where he can eat, He still racked up, again, another triple-double, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 14 assists. He had 2 steals, 1 block. I mean, a lot of people are checking out on Jokic, but man, when you see he's still cooking. Another triple-double again. And the steals and the blocks are still there. He is consistently getting steals. He is consistently getting blocks. He is a good defender, regardless of what anyone else says. I know he can't block the rim. That's also because he can't hop over a curb. That's fine. He's still getting some blocks in other ways, He is still getting steals. He's getting his hand in there, getting the steal going on. He shot 10 for 18 from field, 55%. 2 for 8 from 3. So he did make a couple, but man, did he miss and break a lot of shots, a couple of air balls. And he shot a couple of air balls where you heard, it was, I don't know how loud it was in the arena, but from my standpoint, watching on the monitor, you could hear people chanting air ball. And I really hope that wasn't Nuggets fans, because y'all be, chanting at the wrong player. But if it's not the case, and it was Trailblazers fans, again, I'm just like, how are there so many fans always packing Ball Arena? Crazy. They still had the walk to the shame, the shame of walk there. Walk of shame there. And then the turnovers are something to be concerned about with Jokic. He had another 5 turnover game here, 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 19, like I said before. Got to clean up those turnovers, Jokic. Got to clean those up. Christian Brown, CB, played 29 minutes tonight. He made 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. He was 5 for 7 from field, 1 for 3 from 3, 4 for 4 in free throws, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, was a plus 12. Jamal Murray, Blue Arrow, 30 minutes tonight. Also 22 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal. He was 9 for 18 from field, 4 for 9 from 3. So his amazing start for 3 did start to cool off a little bit. Still, they'd be expected at times. He had 2 turnovers, 4 personal fouls, was a plus 12. Did he get the most fouls? He did. He committed the most fouls tonight, or today. And bench-wise, just 2 members I wanted to talk about real quick. Peyton Watson, P. Watt, 8 ball. 19 minutes played, 14 points. Despite looking rusty, he still made double-digit points. That's awesome. Let's go, P. Watt. 6 rebounds, 3 assists. He was 6 for 13 from field, 1 for 5 from 3, 1 for 2 and 3 free throws, 0 turnovers despite being back and looking very sloppy. There was a time there where he was skating around like Bambi on ice, almost committed an offensive foul on one play, taking out Kamara as he couldn't even stand on his legs. His legs gave out and he rolled over. And then there was another play where he lost his shoe. He lost his shoe. He threw it to the side because he didn't know what to do. And then he got back onto offense, and he attempted a shot without his shoe from beyond the arc. And I'm just saying, like, if he makes that shot, that is a highlight right there. He missed it, but then when he got his shoe back on, went right into the corner pocket and hit a 3. Like, you can't stop P. Watt, man. So 14 points, 6 rebounds, still getting rebounds, 3 assists. He was 6 for 13, so still a decently high efficient game coming back from field. There 1 for 5 from 3, 1 for 2 in free throws. He had 0 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, was a plus 2. Brucey B is the other bench player I want to talk about right now. He played 25 minutes today, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. He was 5 for 8 from field, 1 for 2 and 3, 2 for 2 in free throws. He had 0 turnovers, 1 personal foul, was a plus 3. Man, our bench is starting to get back into shape. Even Hardaway Jr., who didn't have the greatest offensive day or game, but he still had a great impact. He was still a plus 2 as well. Overall stats, we had 42 rebounds to their 45, so they did out-rebound us. We had 37 assists to their 31. There was one play, man, it was like there was a lot of crazy plays today, but there was one where Jamal fed it to AG, who then bounce assisted to Jokic for the dunk. It was awesome. Great play by Aaron Gordon, to be honest. And it was a very Jokic-like play, too. So we had 37 assists to their 31. We had 6 steals to their 5. We had 3 blocks to their 0. So we outblocked them. Even in a team with Klingon in there, still managed to outblock them. We shot 54% from field. They shot 43. We shot 39% from 3. They shot 32. We shot 92% from field or from free throws. They shot 75, and that is a huge stat right there. Huge outcome too. Seeing them hit their free throws. You gotta have a high percent free throw. When you get free points or free chances at points, you gotta take those. Awesome. I love it. So then the turnovers, 11 turnovers today to their 10, and then 19 personal fouls to their 16. Overall, just a much better game from the Nuggets. I mean, yes, Toronto was a difficult matchup, much more difficult than we expected. We were a little bit cocky thinking, oh yeah, we can beat them. We did beat them, not as close as we thought it was. Just overall, recently, the Nuggets have had some issues playing the Raptors, and it does get into the clutch minutes and the clutch seconds, really. Luckily, they were able to outlast them. And then today, again, a blowout win against the Trailblazers. Not as much of a blowout win as they did in Portland a couple of weeks ago, but still awesome. Continuing that win. And like I said before, they've got to rack up at least 3 wins for the Nuggets Nation to start to feel more comfortable. I love that they got 2 wins. We got last 2 wins last time with the Rockets and then Spurs. Now they're going to be on the road 1 game against the Suns. The Suns is our next matchup. Got to keep on this train rolling, You got to keep on racking up these wins, especially now. This is where it all matters. With that too, man, my my thoughts of how the games for Rockets and Lakers were going to go have just been way off. I'm going to admit it right now. I know that I thought the Lakers were not going to have a good turnout on this road trip that they're on, and instead they have won every single game. Granted, it is the Lakers. They do get a favorable whistle, not as favorable as OKC, but they do get the favorable whistle. I mean, if you watched the game yesterday with the Magic, there was clearly two defining game-changing plays where they gave the ball to the Lakers when it was clearly off of LeBron both times, and yet, gave them the life to be able to make the game-winning shot there. And yes, there is other parts of the game that you wouldn't be in that spot if you hadn't have messed up in the game earlier on. I know Desmond Bane made a couple of boneheaded plays, and just overall, they were allowed to let Luka shoot, and Luka obviously is a player that it's very difficult to guard him. He's going to make some shots, as Rudy Gobert can contest, and so they won that game, and then the Rockets won against the Hawks. The Hawks were the hottest team in the NBA. With 11 wins before the Thunder even got 11 wins. The Hawks got the 11 win, and I was hoping they were going to get their 12th win being in Houston, and yet they won over them. And then the Heat go in and they win over the Heat. Man, the only thing I was right about was that Lakers would win one of the games with the Houston. They ended up winning both games, but that was the only thing I was right about, was Houston losing to them at least one game. Everything else had been completely off. I was even it's pretty sure thing that the Timberwolves were going to win against the Jazz. Luckily, they dropped another game to give us some life at seeding here. And so now with this, we got at least half a game ahead of the Timberwolves. We got to hope that they lose. I think they're playing tomorrow. Got to hope that they lose. No, they're playing today. They're playing today against the Celtics. That game is yet to start. It's going to start here soon. But got to hope that the Celtics win. I think that the Celtics will. They are very hot right now. They're fully healthy. They're going to be a dominant team, and so they possibly could win, and the Timberwolves will lose, which will give us a full game ahead of them. We are sticking with Houston right now. The second that Houston loses a game, just the second they lose, we're in the driver's seat for that. And I believe we are 2 games back of the Lakers. We're 2.5 games. We're 2.5 games back of the Lakers now. So, crazier things have happened. I'm not going to discount the Nuggets getting the 3rd seed. It is very possible. Lakers are on a 10-game winning streak or 9-game winning streak right now. I don't foresee them lasting until the end of the season with that, without losing at least 1 game or 2. They're going to drop a game. And as soon as they do, as long as the Nuggets are continuing their win dominance, there's still life there for the Nuggets to get a higher seeding, and the season strong. The only thing is, I just hope that it doesn't take it out of them. I mean, hopefully now that they're fully healthy, they'll have a much better position going into postseason. But that's what it looks like right now. Unfortunately, we got to root for Celtics tonight. And then there's also Raptors and Suns. I'm not worried about the Suns overtaking the Nuggets right now. So I actually kind of hope the Suns do win. Just because of Gillespie has really, as a former Nugget, he's doing really well this season. I'm kind of rooting for him. So there's that. Right now, the Knicks have they have an 8-point lead over the Wizards in the first quarter. So hopefully my Knicks win. They probably will. Most likely will. I don't know if you saw that game yesterday with OKC and Wizards. It was crazy. It was really crazy that until the fourth quarter, the Wizards were able to stick with the Thunder. It wasn't until that fourth quarter that they overtook them, and I already kind of foresaw that happening. But Yeah, that was crazy. And AJ Mitchell got suspended a game for engaging in a fight, as well as Champagny did as well. And the crazy thing is that Jay Will got fined and not suspended when he was the one that instigated the entire thing. This OKC team, I can't. I know some people have let me know that I am a top OKC hater, and I am. I just can't stand them. They're not good for the league, and a lot of OKC fans are super entitled. They don't know what they're talking about when it comes to basketball. They just see that their team is winning, and they just assume that everything the team does is the right way of doing it, and it's not right. You know, it's what I have already said. They are the Chiefs fans of the NBA. And I can't stand it. So, but our next matchup, like I said before, is going to be on Tuesday. That is a later game. It's going to be on Peacock or NBC, whichever one you go for. And that's at 8 p.m. West Coast time. Be a 9 o'clock showing at Mountain Time. Crazy. Late games there. We have one more matinee, by the way. We have one more. It's a 2 o'clock Mountain Time tip-off against the Spurs in early April there. That's the last matinee of the season. We only have, after this Suns game, we only have one more away game, I believe. One or two, I think. We have one the last one is in San Antonio. But then I believe, I think we're done. So that's season's looking a little bit more doable, but as we've already seen, losing to the Grizzlies, anything can happen. And hopefully that was the nadir, as NDNVR likes to say, the bottom of the worst, and we are just uphill from here. So love to see the P-Watt back in the lineup. Let me know in the comments what you think right now, but awesome stuff here. So that's pretty much all I got for this episode. Little quick episode, but feeling good here. You don't want to jinx anything, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe. Share it out to your friends and family, and if you do feel gracious enough to give me a donation, I'd really appreciate it. The link for my PayPal is in the description below, as well as on the profile page. You can go over there and tack on a take of this team, of the players on the team at this game, or another team and players, or another game. Or if you don't want to talk about this sport, basketball, you want to talk about another sport, we can talk about that. Avalanche won today as well, so let's go Avs. Go Avs, go. Landy back in the lineup there. And then if you want to talk about movies, I am a film professor, talk about movies, or if you want to talk about music, I am a musician as well. So I'd shout you out on the next episode if you did, and I'd really appreciate it. But you've been listening to CS 105.1, where I talk about the Nuggets with good vibes. We'll catch you later.